It's been a while. I am finally back to my comfort platform where I can yap all I want. And I spent my vacation at home last month, so I didn't get to film anything. That's why right now, since I am back to my apartment, I am able to film my yapping sessions because my thoughts have been stuck on my journal and my writing, so I didn't get to talk a lot about it. So I kind of felt like there's something missing with how I document my life because I didn't get to talk about it here in my YouTube. Okay, so for my vacation, I didn't get to do anything special, but I had a lot of things to think about. I finally got to rediscover some abandoned hobbies, and that is what I want to talk about for this topic, which is art. Okay, art is subjective, right? And I wasn't really artistic or creative to begin with, especially when I was a kid. Elementary and high school, I've always avoided doing art. I am always on the verge of failing art classes. Uh, I don't know how I got back to it now that I'm in college, but it's a pretty nice feeling to, you know, to appreciate something that you've always hated. And now I kind of understand the beauty of art because back then I didn't have the eye for it, neither the talent and the skills. But now I've been practicing um, drawing for a month already. And I realized, I thought to myself, wow, I feel like I have a talent for this. Uh, because I also do bullet journals and I do abstract painting sometimes. And so it all started on how I discovered this talent. Okay, so I'm going to show you here. I have my sketchbook. Back then, I didn't have a sketchbook. I just draw on scratch papers and then I paste it on my journal. But then I thought to myself, why not have a separate place for all my artworks? Okay, so here, this is my sketchbook. I had this for a long time now, but it hasn't been used frequently because I am not, as I said, I am not that very artistic and I'm more often lazy. Okay, so yeah. So since I had this for a long time now, the first few pages of this are just random um pattern that I saw in Pinterest. Something like this or like that. Something like that. But lately, last month, I had this urge to draw um some characters from manhwas. Okay, so fun fact about me, I've been a fan and a reader of manhwas ever since pandemic. I guess I discovered it during pandemic, and so last month I I found myself pretty bored with just random drawing. So I am not good at drawing from memory because I have yet to unlock that skill. So I always copy from other artworks. Maybe along the way I get to change the style. But when I was reading, I have this feeling or the urge that I want to draw this. I want to put this artwork in my sketchbook. And so I screenshot some of the scenes or the chapters from the manhwa that I was reading back then. And then I tried to recreate it. I tried to copy, and then I realized, oh wow, I feel like I can really copy the exact drawing from the manhwa. And I was like, it was so fun to when I look at my sketchbook, I feel so proud that I get to copy that art. And then I was like, okay, this might work for me, and it is a great stress reliever in a way because I tend to get bored at things pretty easily. So when I discovered that every scene that I find really interesting in the manhwas that I'm reading, I screenshot it and I try to recreate it in my sketchbook. It is not exactly copied because I alter some angles, something to fit my style. And I am very proud that I get to, experiment a lot. So what's really funny is that the way I discovered this talent is from smut. The manuals that I've been reading are smut. Yes, the contents are explicit. That's why when I post something, I don't really recommend to show my account to children because it is the content of my feed is not really child friendly. The contents were explicit with my art, and you know, I have fun drawing, and I told myself, I feel like I'm going to continue making this kind of art because it's not about um, how explicit it is, since yeah, it's R rated. If you think about it, it's some of my friends call it porn. I'm drawing porn, but to me, it's just humans, the anatomy, the pleasure. Yeah. So for me, it's art. For some, it might not be their cup of tea, but I only see it as part of my artwork. And it is also how I discovered that I can do it. I can draw because I thought that being artistic is inherent, something you get from childhood. But I think myself is the proof that isn't the case because I'm already 21 and I just realized that I can make art. And I'm still in the middle of improving my skills because I've been only drawing for a month now. I started to take it seriously last last month, July. So now that I think about it, I really appreciate art now because I consider myself as an artist already. So that is how I appreciate art now. And it's kind of funny how I discovered this talent, this skill from smut. So that's really just fascinating to me. And I think that's what I've been doing for the past month now. And I like where it is going. I like how in every drawing that I make, I get to see some uh, improvement. I see some things to change. And I always see a part of myself that needs to be improved. from that artwork. So it's not just for the art, it's not just for the sake of it. That's also how it relates to the philosophy I have in my life, because it taught me how important it is to be patient, because you're not going to see result from being impatient. You have to be critical and how you do art for you to get the result that you want. And that is something um, directly related to life, because life itself requires patience. So that's one of the topics that I want to share um, now that I am back in my apartment and I got to yap. So that's all. And oh, by the way, I think I'm going to, when I finish all the pages in my journal, that's also a great topic that I want to talk about. Ta-da!